Coming back to Destiny for the Edge of Fate was the biggest mistake I've made this year. Not because it's bad, but because it reminded me why this game keeps pulling me back, and why it still hasn't changed. And I think it's part of Bungie's problem, the damned if they do, damned if they don't scenario. Once I completed the Final Shape campaign, and some extra quests and some of the episodic content, I actually uninstalled Destiny and I hadn't touched it for over a year. I felt at that point my time had come to an end for this 10-year situationship. At this stage, I had such a love-hate relationship with the game. I found myself logging in for no real reason and no real end goal. I didn't particularly want or need any of the loot the game was offering at the time, and maybe the loot was the friends I made along the way. By friends, I mean like 3 other people that I played the game with. Anyway, my point is I was done with the game. Not in a bad way, but not in the sense that I had felt accomplished. You know, in the same sense of accomplishment when you complete a single player game. So I guess my question is, why did I come back in the first place, and what brought those who returned back as well? For me, it was a few things. When Bungie revealed their new version of stats, armor, weapon tiers, along with their leveling refresh, I must admit it did ignite something within me, something that I hadn't felt for a really long time. A hunger to feel that nostalgic accomplishment of reaching a certain level or acquire certain loot by doing the hardest content. It felt like the roots of its leveling system had sprouted once more, the reason why I enjoyed Destiny from its core. And as much as I made a joke out of the made the friends along the way meme, I actually do stand by it. The core nature of how we play and interact with people in classic Destiny PvE content is unmatched in my opinion. Something about doing challenging content or puzzles or discovering new things with those friends is genuinely what makes those memories. I'm not here to give you a comprehensive breakdown of the expansion, I'm here because you've got a question. Should I come back to Destiny? And honestly, it kind of depends on the reason you left. If it's because of PvP, you can forget it. Nothing's changed, it's still fucked. Just play a different game. If you left because you felt your time with Destiny came to a natural end, then that's okay, you'll gain nothing from coming back. But if you left because you felt the grind no longer felt the same, the loot no longer felt special, and the content felt recycled and you just no longer got the same feeling playing the game, well, then it's complicated. Being such a low level in light felt like classic Destiny. Aiming to complete missions, get the new loot, and end up equipping the higher light gear. Power leveling feels pretty good at its very basic level, and it does so in a very deceptive way. In the Edge of Fate, there's lots of new content, specifically with Kepler. Anyway, here's me doing a solo op from the EDZ. While this is a joke and a dig at them recycling content, what I found interesting though is this content actually has meaning. I can constantly go into solo op missions that are set, wherever that rotation then sends me. And it might be recycled content, sure, but it actually provides me with higher level gear. Even recycled content like solo ops on the EDZ is smartly designed and it gives rewards, it serves a purpose, it tricks you into thinking it's fresh. But here's a catch. Once the glow wears off, you'll realise that this is the same treadmill. The loot pool is shallow. The new armour is actually pretty cool with its tier system, I must admit. But the destination, Kepler, is aesthetically cool, but it's functionally filler. And once I finished that campaign, it did hit me. I was back in the same loop again. The same grind, same structure, new skin. That nostalgic accomplishment feeling I mentioned earlier, it wore off fast. The Edge of Fate didn't change Destiny, it just put on a new outfit. If you're done with Destiny, stay done. You're not missing anything revolutionary right now. If you miss the feeling of early Destiny, chasing gear, running with friends, the Edge of Fate will definitely give you a taste of that. Me personally, I've come back, I saw the loop again, and I can kind of remember why I left in the first place. But, you know you've just got this one friend that every year says to you, oh, I'm not going to buy Call of Duty this year, but they end up buying it and playing it for weeks? That's me, with Destiny. I do it every year. I say to myself, I'm not going to get Destiny this year, but I do. So, here I am, talking to you about whether you should come back, while I ultimately know I'll be back.